Hey you, yeah you, don't you deserve a newer vehicle for 2022? Go see Ralph at Max Auto Plus Tacoma. Good credit, bad credit, always with the lowest interest rates possible. Cars, trucks, SUVs, and everyone sees the Carfax. The best customer service ever. Log on to GoSeeRalph.com or call 253-230-1494. That's 253-230-1494. Oh, one more thing. Did you know you get $200 cash money if you bring Ralph a customer? What are you waiting on? Go see Ralph. Max Auto is located at 12918 Pacific Avenue, South Tacoma. Get up and go see Ralph.
Let me move on. What's going on, y'all? We're getting situated right now. You are tuned in to Shopkulture.
Yeah, which one?
Tuesday nights, 8 p.m. We got a full house tonight. Hit that notification button via our YouTube channel. It gets us in the algorithm and puts us out there to a broader audience. You can check us out via we got to get Doc's page set up on this thing. You can check us out via Very Stream, via the stream in the group, or again on our YouTube channel. Like, share, subscribe. Y'all already know what the deal is. Still waiting on the man to come through and pop his shit. So yes, sir. B, you about ready?
Mm-hmm.
All right. Hold on. Let me put this banner up. Everybody's mics. Doc, let me go. Your mic too. Let me go ahead and get a mic check real quick.
Mic check, mic check.
There we go. B.
Yes, sir.
All right.
Yes, sir.
Check 1 2 check.
All right. And you're 3. Cool. Everybody is unity gain. All right. And we here. Go ahead, B. Take it away.
What's up, y'all out there in Shopkulture land? Welcome to another edition. You guys know what it is. Every Tuesday, 8 p.m. Shopkulture. Man, we got a full house today. Man, I realized, man, holidays were coming real quick.
Yes.
It's eerie this year, man. Wow. So, anyways, guys, we got. Let's introduce everybody. You know that guy. That's the Doc.
What's up, people? How's everybody doing? We got some hot topics tonight.
Ooh, we got some. Woo! Man, you guys. Ooh.
Doc off there. Yeah.
Then we got my guy, man. Dave, tell him what's up.
Yeah, what's going on, everybody?
The circle in the building. And we got Miss T behind me.
Hello, good evening.
And we got Nick Jones, producer.
What's going on, y'all? Y'all already know what it is.
And I'm Barry Crosby. This is Shopkulture once again, guys. And man, whoo! You guys are just blowing. So what's going on with Shopkulture? There's a lot going on. Doc has been starting a lot of mess.
What's popping, Chris?
What's up, brother?
What's going on, Dom?
The real estate expert, Chris McCain, in the
Yeah.
And real quickly, Dave, let's talk about something that you're promoting, because I jumped on it when I seen it. I think it's a great event you got going. Will you talk about that real quick?
Yeah, so for the past 4 years, I've been fortunate enough to work with a lot of people in the Tacoma area, Lakewood, Parkland, Federal Way area, with helping feed the homeless. This year, we are going at it again. Thanksgiving 2022, we're going to be feeding, try to get over 100 people fed, and we're going to create baskets for them, as well as items for them, towels. We're looking for blankets. If we can get tents, we're going to try and get tents, anything that we can do to help take care of the homeless population in our area, because it is getting out of hand, and we just want to continue to do our part. So we're asking anybody if you guys can donate items, ham, turkey, mashed potatoes and gravy. We're doing stuffing, green bean casserole. We're creating all of these items, and then we're going to go out and feed our homeless. So you guys would like to help us create those items or bring those items to us, you can get in contact with me. Hit me in my inbox. You can hit up Barry, and he will get you the information necessary to help us do that. Also, if you guys would like to donate to the cause, it is Cash App Circle Work 24/7 365. So, yep. Thanksgiving 2022. November 27th is when we're going to actually get out there and do it. So if anybody wants to help us get out there and feed as well, we are asking anybody that would love to get out and assist us with that. Let's go.
And make sure you guys let's try to do something to give, especially in the community. So I second what David is saying. And David, we're gonna put that information. Did you already put that on the page by any chance? Yeah, have you
I
done
didn't
that?
put it on the page. I just sent it to you.
Okay.
But I can put that on the page after we're done here for sure.
Good, man. Great cause. Great cause. So
Is that correct?
Absolutely.
All right. Just want to make sure. So that's the Cash App, y'all. I'll leave it up there for a hot minute, but yeah, just so y'all can get that information in and donate to a good cause, a great cause.
Absolutely.
yeah, great. Man, real quickly, before we jump into it, how was everybody's weekend?
I had a really chill weekend. It was good. Unfortunately, got up early Sunday morning for that Seahawks loss, but it paid off. I had waffles and coffee in bed. It was a good morning.
Who made the waffles? Oh,
I didn't.
Oh, I'm starting it.
Always.
So it was a really chill weekend. We all deserve that every now and then. Just chill and love on your loved one and spend some quality time.
Gotta do that. I gotta do that. T, how was yours, Miss T?
It was a weekend. It was back and forth between two hospitals. My uncle had he's dementia, and my cousins woke up and he was gone. Wow. Saturday morning, and he I'm out in the house with no coat on early Saturday morning in 30-degree weather. Had a heart attack. Luckily, he was found and taken to the hospital, and it's still a little touch and go, but we hope he'll be okay. And then one of my son's friends that lives with me, he his blood sugar went haywire because he had gotten sick. He had like a flu, and he's in the hospital as well this weekend. So I was back and forth between two hospitals. So it was a weekend.
Oh man.
So, but they both seem to be doing a little better. So
we'll definitely keep them in our prayers, whatnot.
But Barry, before I forget,
what?
Happy birthday!
Yeah.
Happy birthday to the creator.
Nah, man, thank you.
Barry C.
Young man.
Happy birthday, bro. How you feel?
Old.
Oh, whatever. Youngster.
No, it was people already know about the year, so it's been a tough year. So just thankful to be able to wake up to another day, and I'm blessed.
There you go.
A lot of calls, and I really appreciate that. Unexpected visitors, but you know how that goes.
He's smiling.
Well, yeah. Unexpected coming and left real quick. But yeah,
right.
But no, it's I'm thankful for the most part. So yeah, thank you.
Absolutely.
Let's get on to it. What is the first topic?
All right. So I'm gonna go ahead and get my banners straight. The first topic is a topic that we were gonna go in on last week, but we didn't have time because folks was fixated on ass and
a lot of ass,
some
whole lot of
some mo-ish. So we got a video for y'all. I'm gonna go ahead and play it. But it is called, the topic tonight is never date a single father. We always hear the gripes and the back and forth about what it is to date a single mother, pros and cons, more so cons. So tonight we're gonna go ahead and flip the script and talk about I guess what it is to date a single father, or per y'all's experiences, whatnot. So let me go ahead and without further ado get this stream going, or this video going.
And part of the reason why is I don't like having So I've dated men who had kids before, but I'll never do it again. And part of the reason why is I don't like how men that got kids think that they in a completely different boat than women that got kids. And honestly, they worse. Because like your comment, when they get behind in child support, they become a liability. What they owe, your money can start getting tied up in that. And even if they're not on child support right now, all it takes is for that baby mama to get pissed off enough and take them out on child support. And him marrying you could be just that thing to piss her off enough to take him out on child support. Like I done had several dudes who had kids bring up marriage to me, and I just laugh because ain't no way you think that I would marry you. A woman with no kids, you think that I would marry you? I'm having a good time with you, but I don't like you like that to marry you. You're a high risk. Men with kids are high risk. Absolutely not. If you need to be married that bad, you need to go back to your baby mama and marry her. But you won't be marrying me. You ain't about to be no risk to me because marriage is a business and you're high risk.
Well, guys.
All right. So
you
hysterical. Oh, hold on. I'm always messing up. That was some other video going. All right, go ahead.
I was about to say
that caught me off guard. I thought that was y'all talking.
I know somebody's having some sex. I'm like, okay. No, so real quickly, let's start with the panel on this one, and viewers, once again, man, what do y'all got to say about this? Start with you, Don.
You've been with some bad guys,
Yes.
obviously.
Yes.
Well, child support, it's another bill. If he's responsible and he's handling his responsibilities, he's going to pay his child support. He's not going to be behind on it. Even if you marry him, it's got nothing to do with you. I mean, there are a lot of other factors to dating a single man than just the child support issue. Right. Because if he has school-age children, a lot of his time and resources are going towards those children. And are you willing to make that sacrifice and join in on that cause of spending your time and sometimes possibly your resources on that child's rearing and upbringing? Because that should be a priority to that single father.
Was she right about bringing up marriage as business, a business arrangement, business agreement? Are we moving toward that in today's time where we look at it as a business arrangement?
That's what this generation is definitely seeing it as. It's a business situation more so than being in love and, covering and, things. I actually heard a couple OGs say, if you're a single man, and we're going to get back to the topic, but he was saying, if you're a single man, you don't have, any kids or anything like that, and you get with the chick, if you guys aren't planning on having a family or building a family, you shouldn't even be getting married because it's not, it doesn't, according to them, it doesn't make sense to do, it wouldn't make sense to do so.
But he's talking again from a business sense. Marriage doesn't always supposed to be about the business sense. It doesn't supposed to be about love or love fictional. I don't know. Does it exist?
Not. I wouldn't even say love to begin with, but compatibility. It should be about compatibility. And yes, business is an aspect of marriage, but that shouldn't be your priority.
Why are people getting married? Why get married? I mean, and I'm asking you, Doc, because you OG in here, and you know what that's about. You know how that goes. So, and I know you just have the wisdom to share. So why even get married?
Marriage is a high level of commitment from between two people, the highest level. Okay. It says, I'm committed to you for the long term. I'm willing to invest 100% and put 100% effort into this. Okay. And then there's also legal implications that go along with that. If you're looking and you're providing for someone's safety and stability, you're able to make life decisions for this person. If you're not married, you're in a long-term relationship and something happens, car accident, and medical important life decisions need to be made. If you're not married, you can't make those life decisions.
Right.
T, from a woman's perspective, you agree with this young lady or disagree?
From my perspective, speaking for me and myself only, that may be her truth. That's what she experiences. I'm not, if that's how she feels, that's how she feels. My thought is, do you want to be around someone's children? You know, is it a girlfriend, a boyfriend, whichever? If you don't want to be around children, then don't date someone with children, period. So if you don't ever want children, then don't date someone who has children. That's my thought. I mean, once you're a couple, if you're, you know, living together, married, whatever, those children are your children as well.
You should be.
It's a package deal.
And if they can't
definitely
be
a
your
package
children
deal.
as well, then why are you with that person?
But we've seen that a lot.
You need to go.
Yeah.
Because the children need to be priority.
Should be. Absolutely.
They have to be, because if not, then whoever the other person is, I mean, you can get another wife, get another husband. You can't get more children, right?
Correct me if I'm wrong. When you're out here in the dating field, being a single father hits different than what it does to be a
single mother.
Be a single mother.
It's totally
right?
different things. Because usually the father doesn't.
I guess what I'm getting at is it affects dating affects a single father differently than it does a single mother, right?
I would, yes, absolutely. Dave, well, real quickly, Dave, I want to get his take on it.
I have a quick question.
Okay.
Nick, though. Do you mean single parent as in a custodial single parent? Custodial? Or
Yeah,
non-custodial?
like Doc has his kids and he's
custodial
dating,
single
or then
parent.
you have
Okay.
your right.
Okay, just want to clarify that.
Yeah.
I want to get back to that too, real quick, Dave. What's your viewpoint? Because you have your children full time, or
I am not full time.
Okay.
I get them when they come over on the weekends.
Do you ever have any situations, problem with women dating single fathers? Have you heard of this? Because I'll be honest with you, I really haven't heard this perspective.
That's why I brought up
this
that
is
question.
a very new perspective that I'm hearing. I'm not saying. Okay.
Yeah, for me, when I first seen the comment and heard the comment, I was kind of surprised, because in my personal experiences, I've never, felt like it was an issue with me being a single father, because they are priority. You know what I'm saying? Anybody that I date is going to know out the gate that this is what I'm about. If you're going to be a part of this person here, you're going to be a part of that as well. If you don't fit what I got going on, then what are we talking about marriage for? Why are we going any further than just dating?
That's real right there.
One of the differences that I've also heard in regards to this is that single fathers don't have they don't have as much trouble dating, or I guess it's not as much of a challenge for single fathers to get out here and date, because you're the man, you're already provided for your child. You're not looking for a woman to come in and be the provider. Whereas on the flip side, that's often the case.
Oh, you're saying from the opposite, where mothers expect the man to come in. We're talking about single mothers,
right?
To come in and
she's
provide.
She's looking for you to be the provider, anyways, right? Just as a man. So, right? It's getting hot. What do you guys have to say
financially?
Are you talking about just providing guidance?
Like David, for example, he has a roof, a home. Yeah. His kids are straight. He's going to make sure that they're good to go when it comes to finances and just their overall well-being. He's not if he's out here dating, he's not going to be looking for a woman to come in and provide those things, right? Because that's already your role by default. Whereas on the flip side with the woman, not so much.
So you're saying that a woman more or less will expect the man to come in and step in. And
not all, but some
provider role.
Right.
Nick, you're saying that.
That is what I'm saying. But I'm trying to make sure I'm not saying like all women, obviously. But
we got what you're saying.
But
I never looked at it like that, but that's an interesting perspective.
At some point, that may happen, but most women that I've seen, single mothers that I've seen, are very protective of their kids, and usually don't even bring their kids around someone that they're dating for quite a long time.
Absolutely.
I was gonna say and I think men are like that too. Men don't really. At least I know for me, you're not meeting my son for a while.
Kenneth,
Why not?
I got to
Why not?
I just feel for me it's about being comfortable, and my son is certain things that I want him to see from me, and it's not parading people I'm dating.
Okay, dating. Okay, I see that. But wouldn't you want to get your son's input on what he thinks?
Well,
If
not
you-
when he was
if you're-
younger.
If you're considering, why not?
No,
If
he's
you're
too young.
considering,
But he's a teenager now,
I'm
right?
talking, we're talking about back
if
then.
you're
Now,
considering
it's a
Okay.
little-
being serious and committing,
Mhm.
wouldn't it matter what your son thought, even if he was 5 or 6 years old?
it wouldn't matter, but it would still be some time that I need to find out and figure out some things before I
Right.
parade and have her
It'd have to
be
pretty
involved with that.
serious.
Yeah, it would have to
Be
be
pretty
serious.
Meet my
But
kids.
no, my son's input, yes, it is valuable. But would I stop dating somebody if he didn't like her? That should be, now that's another question.
Would you?
That'd
don't
be
know.
tough.
Probably not.
I've heard from both
Probably.
ends.
Nah, my-
It's really not a. It's like a 50-50 thing. Like
Yeah.
I've heard from men, like if my kid, if my daughter ain't feeling you, then I can't
Yeah.
fuck with you. Or if my son is not feeling you, I can't. From a woman's perspective, like my kid, I definitely can't. Fuck with you. My kid's safety and all of that is paramount. So,
But it would
Now-
matter what the reasons are too. though.
Right. Because I
Right.
can understand seeing if you could see that your children's safety is going to be jeopardized, you don't really trust this person. Who's that? But it could be, on the other hand, the child feeling a level of jealousy
Neglect-
that they're missing time with their parent that they're used to having. It's a single parent situation. They're used to it being just us,
Mhm.
and now you're bringing this third person into the equation, and they may just not like them for that reason solely.
Mhm.
So that would be like a situation where you would have to weigh it. Is that an important enough reason for you to not, stop dating this person because your kids are jealous?
No,
I would think it would have to be something else, especially if you're vibing with this person.
right. And that's a conversation you're going to have with your kids.
Yeah,
And
absolutely.
work it out and start. If you're serious, you're going to have to start involving the kids in spending time, the three of you together,
Mm.
and not excluding the child every time you're spending time with this person, because the child is going to feel resentment because their time is taken.
Well, I don't know.
Throwing
I
myself-
don't know about teenagers.
Throwing myself under the bus.
Uh-oh.
I've been through this.
Oh,
I've been through this.
Oh, okay.
And it's one of the reasons why, if not the deafening reasons why, I don't have a relationship with my father today. I haven't spoke to that man in years. Don't know where he's at. Don't care to know where he's at. But because of what we're talking about right now, you have parents out there that will choose
their mate.
an outsider over their own flesh and blood. And me, I was the kid where I was like, I'm not about to do this back and forth with you. So let me go ahead and skate, and you do whatever the fuck it is you're doing, and then that's just it. So as fathers or mothers, that's something that y'all should probably hang on to as far as the gym is concerned. Your kid might end up doing that, and what's more, what's worth more losing? I guess, what am I trying to say here? Like, is your kid worth losing more so than this person that you're with? Or that's really what it comes down to.
What do you guys think? Let me ask. What would you
Dating.
do?
I mean, dating. That's where you find out if this person is going to fit your puzzle piece.
What was that?
Which is yourself and your family. Like,
That's the one that just
I mean, obviously, if I'm dating somebody and we go on a few dates, obviously, yeah, we're gonna wait to get to the point where my kids get involved. Once the kids get involved, and my kids are kind of vibing with this person or not vibing with this person, that's when I kind of figure out if we go a step further, which is,
you've been dating this woman, just for example's sake, you've been dating this
Talk to
woman
him.
for like 6 months, a year.
Mhm.
Your kids are they know who this person is, this
Right.
woman is,
Okay.
and you're having these discrepancies. So how do you handle that situation? Barry, the same question for you.
you mean where
Uh-oh.
my kids are not feeling the person
Exactly.
that I'm with.
And they are pulling you aside. Hey, pops, I'm not. It's not even off no jealousy type
Right.
shit. It's just like, these are concerns.
Well, you have to listen to their concerns and talk to them about it. I mean, it just depends on what level of concern is it. Is it something that's just personally going on within them that they're just not,
And I understand
feeling?
that, because there can be those concerns where it's just like, look, this is just what it is.
Yeah.
She's not causing you any harm. She's not bad mouthing you. She's
Right.
not doing anything that's like, something worth sitting down and really like dissecting, and then okay, I got to see if
Just not feeling that
if this
that
relationship is even
person.
worth it, because you know my kid is, you know, this is my damn kid.
Right.
You know, let's just say it's something where it is of importance. How do you, and this is a woman again that you love, you've been with, but your kid is like, this ain't it. And if I ain't trying to get in the way of what you got going on, because I know you got your life to live, Pops, but sure. I got to get the fuck out of here. So what you gonna do?
I mean, it's gonna be really hard, but I mean, it's like you said, flesh and blood is, I mean, that's my child. I brought him into this earth, and you know, I'm gonna obviously side with them, you know, as far as I could go, you know, I'm a ride or die for them. And, you know, if I love this person, they either going to understand it and, you know, go their way and we meet up somewhere down the road, or, you know, it is what it is. We just,
and not to be black and white, because I'm sure there's those huddle ups that y'all would have where you would all sit down and talk amongst each other to see like what's really the issue. Like you two sit, I'll moderate whatever, but what's the issue here?
Right. And you got to be open to listening to that.
And yeah, you have to be open to listen to your kids. But the most important thing that I see is you have to include your kids in that relationship. You have to, at some point, if you're looking at making that decision, well, this person has to go if my kid isn't feeling, you have to give that child and that significant other a chance to build their own relationship.
God damn.
And get to know each
other.
Oh boy!
Oh goodness, D. Goodness gracious, bro! You made us all stop. Let me ask you, T.
As soon as we broke up, I was like, let's go ahead and take care of that. So I ain't never gonna see nothing like that.
Dad is good. Yes. Let me ask you, T. Is it different having a daughter as opposed to a boy in terms of introducing them to, like yourself, a male? Because I would also think that would be a major consideration.
Yes. Who do you trust around your daughters?
Absolutely.
I mean, let's be real. My kids are my life.
There's a lot of weirdos out here.
There are. And I mean, the choice is like, there's no good choice. There's no choice. It's my kids. Period.
Okay, now let's look at a man with a daughter.
Okay.
And bringing another woman around because most daughters,
not at all. I already know where you're getting at.
Is he going there?
Girls. I mean, my daughter is a daddy's girl.
Did you listen to your daughter, her concerns, if she did have concerns?
I always did.
Yeah.
I think, and I learned that kind of the hard way, because I've been in some relationships where my daughter, as a grown woman in her 20s, kind of took a back seat, kind of stepped back because she didn't like who I was with. But she was a grown woman. She just said, I'm not feeling her, but Dad, you're happy. But at a younger age,
well, then, Doc, you weren't really listening to her.
No, she never really voiced it. But then I saw the signals, signs and signals.
That's right.
Yeah. I'm not seeing my daughter so much. So me and this person aren't together no more. Me and my daughter think it's Steve. So then now we had that talk, and I learned from that.
And see, again, like me, I'm not that bitter child or anything like that. Like I've always been black and white, really. Like you either is or you ain't. I'm not doing this back and forth with you. I don't care about the title or you being my father or anything like that. I'm not doing this with you, and there's more to that story too, but I'm not about to get into that testimonial or anything like that. But for me,
I think that's interesting.
For me, I mean, we can do another episode on that.
Yeah, I want to hear it from a father's perspective, because I would say that there's gray areas in any type of relationship. It can't just be black and white.
No, with this nigga, it's black and white. But like for me, it's just like,
come on.
Yeah, like I said, there's more to it. I mean, because I get what you're saying. That's why I presented that example to David, where I was like, of course you would have to sit down, and you should sit down and huddle up and talk, have everybody involved to really hash that out, because you don't want to be in the middle of, your flesh and blood and then the woman that you love. And then you also want them to have this fruitful relationship where they're getting along, to where everybody is just, operating in a cohesive, manner as a unit, where everybody is good. Everyone's cordial, professional, however you want to look at it. but that's just not what it was.
But it also
that's
depends.
not what it was with me and mine. So that's why I was just like, you know what, I'm gonna go ahead.
You're gonna bounce
I'm
out.
gonna bounce out.
But it also matters how the relationship is with the biological parent too, though, because I think that plays a serious part in children's opinion about who you're dating too. I think it could either be pros or cons to that.
That's a good point. He brings a rebate.
Kenneth says these discussions about step parenting are rarely discussed in a Black home. Oftentimes, the couples are not even living together to even establish any rules amongst the child and step parent.
KV's on point with that.
Bars.
And that's why we're talking about that, because I think it's important.
Yeah. So
who's this Facebook user?
We don't. Sometimes just
put your name on there because you're coming up as Facebook user. What does that post say? Are they talking about me?
Yeah. They're saying F this. No, wait. They said I can. Well, I agree. Yeah. You want to
go ahead?
Well, I agree with that, James R. Hill. Some people do wait too long before allowing their kids to form a relationship with their significant other, and that in turn brings some resentment, like you're taking my mommy or daddy time. So, okay, let me ask Facebook user, what is the time frame are we talking about? Because I do think there needs to be some time before children are introduced.
I'd say 6 months.
A year.
Okay, so 6 months, let's say a year, you're committed, you're into this person, you're really feeling, and you see a future with this person, you introduce them to your kids, and it's like oil and vinegar, and the kids are not feeling it, and they're not there, and now the person that you're with, that you're committed to, in love with, has no connection with your child whatsoever, and no need to create a connection. Where do you go from there?
T, answer that. Let me answer from a. Let me answer that from a. Because my answer is gonna be long on that, because I hear what you're saying, but.
And then we're gonna what you go ahead and do your thing, T. Then B, you do your thing, and then we'll wrap up and move into the next. Topic.
I don't know. I don't know that there is a 6 months, 1 year. It kind of goes by
the vibe.
The vibe. It's like, because I mean, how much time do you want to invest in this person, really? I mean, how serious are you with this person, really? Do you see a future with this person? I mean, honestly,
one could say 6 months should be I'm just saying 6 months should, because when you're dating, 6 months at that time mark, that's where you yourself should like know as to whether you want to, if you see yourself going the long haul with this person or not. And if you see yourself going the long haul, you continue to do so, and you wait a year, but you have these kids in the background that you haven't introduced this person to, and then when you finally introduce this kid or your kids to this person, they're like, yeah, this ain't it. Then what do you do?
I really think it's a situation by situation. I don't know that you can say it's, a 1 year anniversary.
I'm just going off logic.
You know what I mean?
Logically, that makes sense to me.
Right. I really think it goes by how things are going and how things feel and how they feel about children, things like that. There's so many.
Hopefully those conversations are happening.
Exactly.
Because you can't just be on autopilot as if you don't have kids tucked away in the background.
Right. Exactly.
But there's other parts of the relationship
and things that be said and talked about and discussed, and it could be a year, could be 6 months, could be 5 months. I don't know. Could be. I don't know. It really depends on the couple.
I hear you.
So you don't think there should, after a couple months, there should be not even a meet and greet with your kids? Not even just a conversation.
But I think what she's saying.
This is who I'm.
I think what she's saying.
Are you inviting this person to your house?
Yeah.
The person you're dating?
Yeah.
That's a good answer.
Because you
Facebook,
walk in my house, you're gonna see pictures of my kids. Like they're gonna want to. Oh, who are these people? Like, and eventually. You're gonna have to cross that
bridge. Yeah. Real quickly, I want to read this comment real quickly.
Go ahead, B.
Hold on. I do agree. Well, hold on. Let's read this comment. I do agree there should be some time, but I think the parent knows their child and can kind of judge when the time is right.
Yes.
And should that time be when the child starts asking questions?
Yeah, possibly, because every kid thinks differently.
What are you doing? Who are you spending your
But
time
some
with?
teenagers don't even care. I mean,
some
some do, some don't. That's what I said. It depends on your kid. Huh?
If you have a close bond with your parent, my daughter, who is you? Who is she? She wants to know.
But boys, I think, would be a little bit different than.
And then I want to know: is there going to be a connection between this woman and my daughter?
Exactly.
Well, yeah, but and we also talk about boys and girls versus,
I agree
think-
with this comment.
What happened?
Hell no, them some badass kids. Because not all y'all's kids is what y'all think they are. So
Oh, absolutely. Some of y'all do got some.
But do badass kids speak for the parenting?
yes, I think so. Yes.
No.
I think so.
No,
I think so.
no, it changes.
Why
The
don't
dynamic
you why
changes.
don't you have a chokehold on your kid? How come you don't have control of your kid? I think I'm gonna say yes,
Right.
Doc.
How come
I'm
you
gonna
don't
say
have
that.
to? How
That's
come
on
can't
you.
Give your kid that
You
look
cannot.
and they
You can't put that on
straighten up
nobody
and
else. If you got a badass kid, that's on you.
That's on you.
So
And the
when
mama.
a kid has a behavioral issue or some type of AD, yeah. So you just
That's different.
Thank you, T, because I was gonna say that. but
how's
yeah.
that different though?
And even
No, if
and even
someone
still,
has
B.
autism or ADD,
There you
that's
go.
different than a behavioral thing with no discipline.
Right.
I have a stepsister, and when she was little, there's a very large difference in age between me and my stepsister. I mean, stepsister, and I didn't like her when she was little. I actually wanted to beat her because she was so bad. Because her mother would let her just do whatever. And now that she's older and has her own children, she's like, "You were right. I needed boundaries. I didn't get that."
Mm-hmm.
I mean, there are things she did. I was like, "Want me to come over right now?" And mom's like, "No, it's okay." I'm like, "No, it's not okay." But her mother let her do things.
Mm-hmm. It's like when I would have,
But it's
cousins
not
come over-
100%. No,
Yes, it is. I'm
No, I
not.
think
It's
it's
100%. It's 1,000%.
I mean,
You think it's 100%?
Children need
What?
boundaries.
No, we understand
Children
kids need
rules,
boundaries,
and when they
but
don't have that, and
Kids
and they're
need
doing
structure,
whatever,
and if the
that's
parent
on
is
the
not-
parent.
Not to overtalk you, T. If the parent is not providing structure, mom and dad, that's on y'all.
Right,
Period.
exactly. Because a lot of these parents are sending their kids to school, expecting them to learn discipline and get that structure from school.
Right.
They got to have it before they hit them school doors.
yeah.
I
But
agree.
you can come from a good parent and still have some dysfunction kids.
But
Oh.
still teach respect.
But before the age of 5, you snap that ass into gear.
Absolutely, but they still can be bad. I've seen it in here. Some bad kids, majority, lots.
A lot of people say kids are bad, but a lot of times kids are just curious and they get bored and they're not mentally challenged a lot. And then people say, "Oh, these bad." No, challenge them.
But the thing about it, the way you discipline,
Challenge their mind.
every kid handles discipline differently, though. So just
That
because it
is
works
true.
one with
I had a
one
brother.
by beating his ass,
You can whoop his
that's not
ass.
always gonna
He
work
got
with
it. Got
every-
to a point. One of my younger brothers, got numb to it, where it was just
Yeah.
like it didn't even. That shit didn't even
You're
work.
actually
on
doing more
no
harm.
more.
You're actually doing more harm than good with that.
What was that comment?
But I'm proud to say he's good. He's on the straight and
There you
narrow.
go.
He ain't on no, because my mom and how she just brought us up, you know.
Yeah, some of them
And
kids
his-
are
and
bad
his
because of
pops
the
too,
lack
you know.
of attention the parents spend with them as well. You know,
Yeah.
Right.
they're bored,
Um,
so they're trying to get that reaction. You know,
Kalina says, my son is 16, so I take my time. I don't want him to remember a revolving door. He's learning how to respect and think of women by watching how I move. Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's important because they watching you. Your kids is watching you.
That's why you can't be
also-
having, you dating over 3 weeks or a month down the, that's they see that.
Right. And in boys at a formidable age like 16, it is really important. And you have to be really cautious on who you bring into your life and expose to your kids. Because
Even
they're
as
learning
men,
how
we
be
got to
a
do
man.
that. Yes.
And they're going to
Yeah.
be paying attention to how a man treats their mom. And they're going to mirror that.
Yeah. Yeah.
Good shit, y'all. This was we gotta dig more into this.
Yeah, that's good, guys. Shop
that
culture. You guys
was
know this. Make
good.
sure you like, share.
Mhm.
SK.
Yeah, appreciate everybody's responses. We're gonna go ahead and get into another another doc, a post by Doc.
Doc inspired.
Never insult never insult your man. Never insult your man. Let me go ahead and where is that at? All right, here it is, right here. Ladies, never insult your or Doc, do you want to do the honors? You want me to? Okay. Ladies, never insult your man, whether in public or private. It's not cute, it's not funny, and it's disrespectful. When you talk down to him, especially in front of others or in a large group of people, it sounds as if you are shouting to the world that you don't value him, you don't respect him, and that his masculinity means absolutely nothing. He didn't put absolutely. I just threw that in there for dramatic
don't do
effect.
that. Don't do that.
When you attempt to put him down, it not only makes him look bad, it makes you look bad. Hashtag feel my flow. And Taba's comment directly.
Go ahead, T,
How about no, I'm just playing.
No, read T. Yeah, read.
Well, she says, how about men and women treat each other with respect and dignity rather than focusing ... She was going on and on.
T had to bring in the other side of it. Okay, let's hear it.
Of course I had to.
Oh,
Someone has to.
Take it away. That's all. That's all. The
Let's
floor
hear
is
it.
yours.
Let's hear what you're saying, T.
Okay.
Oh.
James, you know I love you, right?
I can take it.
Remember,
I can take it.
wait. Remember, it's my birthday. I asked for peace today.
I can
Then
take
you
it.
should have chosen the subject.
Oh,
Okay. So here's my thing. You are entitled to your opinion on what works for you in your life. You have, in my opinion, no right to tell women how to live their lives. What needs to be done is people treat each other with respect. Not women do this, women do that. People do this, people do that. It comes across as condescending, and it's irritating as hell.
Okay.
Clearly.
Shop culture is getting real.
You hear it in her tone.
Yes.
I would never. I'm not a man. I would never go online and say, "Men, you need to do this." I mean, I would go online and say, "Hey, this is what I like from a man."
Plenty of women doing that.
Yeah, there's a lot. Like you
Doesn't
always
make
say.
them right. Doesn't make them right.
Would you call them out?
Yeah, I'll call them out if they're wrong. They're wrong.
We ain't.
I need to see.
Yeah.
We'll see.
I need to see more of that in the group. No, just playing.
But
We got to see that.
As a
You
person,
called out James.
I'm not going to tell men how to live their lives, what they need to do. Men tell other men what they need to be doing, and women hold other women accountable.
I'm not telling women what they need to do. I'm presenting an alternate perspective based on conversations and experiences that men have. And
Your delivery sucks.
Look,
Okay,
ladies,
hold on.
this is not a good look.
What's more important, the delivery?
Hold on, let him
Deliver the
finish,
message.
guys.
To be disrespectful, it's emasculating, it's disrespectful, it's not a good look. Now, if you have to talk down to a man in public, you tell, shut the fuck up. And shit. I've seen this.
We have seen that.
And more often than not, it's women that are going off the man. Most men, most situations that I've seen, I've been around a long time, have will table it, will pull her to the side. I've been in so many situations. I've seen situations, and on the other hand, if a man is doing that to a woman in public, he's most likely going to get called out on it by another man.
I don't know about that, because we look at domestic violence. There's so many. Most of domestic violence is men abusing women.
Okay, but we're talking.
Hold on, and they're not only abusing them and disparaging them in private. They're also disparaging them, abusing them in public. And they always get called out? No, they don't. No, they don't always get called out.
Not always.
Great point, though.
It's rare occasions. More often than not, it's the woman that's going off. And fellas, tell me what you think in the comment. I mean,
in that particular situation and what you're presenting.
Yes.
Hold on. Do you agree? So, Nick Jones, you agree with?
Oh yeah, I've definitely seen.
I'm talking about verbally abusive and emasculating behavior publicly.
I was verbally abused last night.
Okay.
Wow.
That's clearly.
I wasn't talking about.
I'm not saying that this is every woman. I'm not saying that every woman does this, but the ones that are out there and then do it and think it's cute, not a good look. Not a good look.
It's not cute from anybody.
Right. Yeah. It's
But,
not.
But
if a man does, when I've seen men go off on a woman, it's not just to disrespect or belittle her. It's usually because he snapped, pretty much, and he cusses her out, and But women, some women that do that, they think it's a good look and thinks it gives them a certain level of bravado or an advantage over.
You see that girl? I checked that nigga. You see that?
Oh!
That's how you do it. That's how you do it.
Right.
So T, we have never seen a woman degrade a man in public.
I'm not saying that.
Well, that's what. But hold on. But that's what his post was illustrating and talking about.
Women who do that. Women
who do that. He wasn't speaking.
Okay, then maybe it could say something like, okay, for women who do this versus ladies, and that whole generic, all-inclusive ladies.
Okay. Well,
Well,
you got to
talking
talk
to
to
the
me.
ladies.
well,
He's
well,
talking-
when I make
Helpful.
when I make these posts and these statements, usually the ones that squeal the loudest are the ones that it strikes a nerve in.
Ooh.
So
Ooh.
I'm not saying that's
Shit.
you. I'm not saying that's you.
Now that's condescending, though.
But that's
I'm asking for peace.
Wow.
That's all I'm asking for.
but you're over here advocating for them. So
No,
saying
no.
we should flip the narrative and say,
No.
oh no, it's men. But
No.
but speaking from a group collectively as men, women that do that, you need to know this.
Kumbaya.
I didn't.
If you're doing that, not a good look.
I don't like
Ooh.
generalizations. I've never liked generalizations. I've said at the beginning, generalizations are never accurate. It needs to be okay. People this applies to, people who do this versus an all-inclusive generalization. I've always said that. Check back
What-
every time we talked. I've always said that. Generalizations don't work.
Oh, well, Kalina says, as a survivor, I can tell you she's 100% right. Men don't typically insert themselves in a DV situation in public, let alone just talking crazy. I agree, though. It's ugly on both parts to degrade your partner.
I can recall a DV situation in Federal Way last year when my girlfriends and I had finished work and we're at Red Lobster, and we saw a couple.
Mr. Red Lobster.
Red Lobster, man.
And we saw a couple.
I still haven't been.
And this guy is with him, his girlfriend, and their two kids. The youngest daughter was like 4 months old, and the oldest daughter was probably 4 or 5 years old, and then a little boy probably about 3 years old. He didn't like that she took too long deciding what she wanted to eat. So he left her in Federal Way. She's been here like 3 weeks from Arizona, and he drove to Bothell without her. He was degrading her, called her everything outside of her name. No one intervened. So my girlfriend and I, we intervened, and we made sure that she got back to Bothell with her baby. No car seat, no diaper bag, but people all around walking by, watching this man cuss her out with her baby in her arms, threaten her, and not one man stood up and said a thing to her.
Well, I think that's a different scenario, though. I would say because, and the reason why I'm saying that,
How's that different?
the reason why I'm saying that is we don't know the extent of that situation, and to put yourself in that situation, I don't know if I would do that. Maybe I would call the authorities, but are you gonna go up? You don't know what's going on. You don't know the situation and intervene that.
I wouldn't intervene. I would speak. I would try to divert his attention to me and try to get him to take a minute.
One man spoke up. Took 2 women to go speak up.
Okay, now
But that's
this
not-
is a one-off.
Yeah.
This situation. We're not. I'm speaking. I'm more generalizing. I mean, on a larger scale, for women who do that and think it's cute.
Yeah.
That's
that is not
that's
cute.
my point.
I think at some point in their relationship, they assumed that it was okay. It happened before, and instead of them leaving at that point when it first happened, they allowed it to be okay. So it's just a continued
Cycle.
It's a continued cycle. I mean, it's, if somebody insulted me in public and
But see, it's
I wasn't with it,
you being the man though.
we
it's
would have a
already different.
conversation afterwards,
Exactly.
and we probably wouldn't be out in public again.
But let's be honest, it's not the same.
Depending on the situation, you know what I'm saying?
But it's not the same. The reaction is not going to be the same, as opposed to when a man does it to a lady. It's just like what T said. Now T can say that, but I bet you if the role was reversed, would she intervene with that? Probably not.
I had to sit down and watch one of my exes just like a child throw a tantrum because it's like I can only do so much, right? Like, why are you doing this? We're in public. You're making yourself look crazy. You're making us look. Can you please get up? Like, why are you doing? I'm doing all of that, and I'm just trying to make sure
Was she
that I'm
drinking?
not. No, she's crazy as hell. But I'm looking around and making sure that like people ain't looking at me like I'm this dude out here, upside her head or some crazy shit like that. So, it is different. And when I went through that once upon a time, that's basically what I just had to sit there and just watch it happen and unfold, and just wait until she was done, have her little
episode
moment or episode, right? Right. So
I think both men and women can handle things differently, especially when it comes to that. But I would also say in posts like that, I'm just saying for me, I don't take it like for me that you're talking to every woman or generalizing.
No, women.
I don't take it.
And this is coming from a man's perspective.
exactly, which is shop culture. That is what shop culture is founded upon. It's from the man's perspective. Sex, dating, relationships, these things that we're talking about right now.
Things that from the conversations that come up in the barbershop.
It's from the man's perspective. Women are welcome to dish out their rebuttals or their experiences, things of that nature. But I always encourage, especially in the group.
We appreciate
right. But I always encourage the women who tune in, who follow, who are our women, our female demographic, just in general, to just keep that in mind.
Just listen.
You
don't have to agree. Listen.
I was trying to. I
interrupted you.
And we don't think the same, and we're not going to think the same.
Well, there's that.
Well, we don't think the same on issues, but we got to feel comfortable enough to be able to discuss that.
Right.
Because
I think women do a good job.
Well, I think so.
Doing that.
Because women ask for us to be transparent, but then when you're transparent, then it's like, well,
they don't want to accept it.
You don't want to accept that. So
right. I don't like the way he said that, and that's what I was going to say earlier. Like, what matters though, the truth or how he said it, or how it's said? It's the truth. The truth is the truth.
Right, man. Yeah. So, well, I don't know what I was right about, but yeah. But I absolutely what you said, and it's disheartening when you see a domestic situation. I've seen plenty of them. Oh, yeah. And I've also seen, pros and cons of that. I've seen where a man slapped, and the woman got back in the car with the guy. I'm like, what are you doing? Like,
and that's where you just leave that shit alone. Like, oh, okay, so you like to be beat up. Okay, so then you do your thing.
So when a woman is emasculating, verbally abusive, is that a domestic violence situation?
It is. Yeah. It most definitely is.
But most people are just going to laugh at it. She's snapping on him. Look at her. She's going off. What did he do?
I'm not laughing at that.
I'm not gonna lie. At first, I will make my jokes, but then I'll say, you know what? Come on. I've done this.
Well, that's cool, nigga.
Well, wait. I'm being honest.
But that's a bad. That's what we're talking about.
I'm being honest. And I like it. And in the context of the situations that I've been faced with friends, where I've had to like get in the middle of like, yo, y'all, come on, man. Like for real. Like, is this what we doing? Where my homeboy, but then his girl, both of them are my friends. So it's just like, are y'all really? Come on, like for real. So that's like that's what I'm anchoring that towards. Not that if I seen something like if I was like out somewhere eating and I saw that where a woman was emasculating a dude, I'm not gonna just sit up there and laugh at him and I'm gonna be like, God damn, what the? I don't know how I would filter that out if I would even mess with it, but with people that I know, loved ones, friends. You know where you can do, your limitations and how you can approach that situation.
Really? I'm gonna make some kind of remark, let them know that I see what they're doing and it's not okay.
That's real right there.
Yeah. All right. Well, let's get to the last topic before we're not able to.
You know how this goes. Shop culture every Tuesday.
Table's like, insult that nigga. No, just playing.
And guys, thank you once again.
I'm just messing with you.
Thanks once again, guys, for the views and the YouTubes, and we appreciate y'all.
The YouTube channel is paramount, man. Get those likes up, dislikes up, get any and every type of engagement.
Keep your dislikes.
No, we need because again that puts us in the algorithm.
Lie.
Puts us in.
Lie to me.
Okay.
Start some watch.
Get in the comments and lie to Barry, y'all. But to the next topic, our main topic,
and share.
Yeah, all of that. All right, so what makes a woman a hoe or a bitch?
Hey, T. First of all, time out. T. It was a woman who made this post, right?
Yeah.
It wasn't no man.
Shouts out to Miss Jano.
Oh,
Shouts out to Miss Jano. Miss Jano's a G. She don't care. She'll tell you she made it.
Unsolicited opinion of that person.
Oh,
that's what makes a woman a hoe or bitch. Someone's unsolicited.
According to you. According to you, and I'm not not discounting what you're saying. I'm just saying according to you.
We all have opinions.
And it's like go ahead.
Like armpit, some of them stink.
Oh shoot!
Yeah, well, you know.
Okay, she said you stink.
That's fine. Hey, if that's her truth, that's her truth.
The way I interpreted it, as
go ahead.
Hoe or a bitch, because you could be a hoe and not be a bitch. You could be just a bitch and not be a hoe.
Most definitely.
Yeah. I mean,
I don't know the damn difference. I was just fascinated by just thinking about that. Like, are you a hoe or a bitch?
I mean, if you a hoe, you just giving that pussy up out of both draw legs. Nigga smile at you and buy you a drink and your legs fly.
You can befriend a hoe and be cordial.
Right.
You can't do that with a bitch.
Right. But a bitch is just a nasty attitude. She's got some unresolved issues from way back.
Oh, Lord T.
And she's just a
I'm about to get hit on the back of my neck.
A bitch is a personality type.
She needs to be baptized.
It's more of the.
So what is the male equivalent of a bitch?
Oh, see now
a bitch ass nigga,
a bitch nigga, a
bitch ass nigga,
a Mitch,
or a Mitch. There you go. There you go.
What's the male equivalent of a hoe then?
A homemaker. No, I was gonna say homemaker.
I don't know. A community man.
Community. It's community.
My question is,
community.
why is it so okay to refer to women?
This is where the double standard comes into play.
Men do the same damn thing.
Hold on. But women refer to other women.
That is true,
and it's a term of endearment.
So
Cardi B makes a song or whoever.
Break it down.
Hold up. So
wait, okay.
Do you remember a while back we had a discussion about the N-word, and so some people say that
Can you see the comments
as endearment for their friends and so on and so forth, and they're okay with that. Do you remember that?
Wait, hold on.
Sitting right there in that chair, he uses the N-word with his friends. Do you remember that?
Okay, well, it was me.
I said I would never use it. Okay. So some women use the B word in the same way that some men use the N word.
But men don't get all hung up when you call them a nigga, though.
I'm not
the way that they don't. By and large, I don't see black men getting hung up when a chick is called, hey, my nigga, or bitch ass nigga, or you ain't shit nigga. Like, you don't hear a lot of dudes get up in arms about that in the way women do when you refer to them as a bitch.
Okay, that's
from a man.
Different from a man.
So
right.
If these women have that type of relationship where they can call to that word, that's their relationship they have with each other.
Mm-hmm.
You're not in that relationship, so you can't use that word to them.
Right. But Tama, if a woman is just being a bitch, then she needs to know that.
And then bitch, he's not as well.
And I'm sure. And hold on. And I'm sure I'm gonna go ahead and challenge you on this one. I'm sure you've come across in your somewhere on your timeline of life, you've come across some women that was like, oh, that bitch right there. I'm sure, right?
And men, yes.
But why
can't we just say women? We can just say women.
We understand men. We know but we're talking about women though, right? You've come. There's been some women in your time where you're just like, this bitch right here. Okay.
So the issue you have is when men refer.
Of course.
It's all about the relationship.
Again, the issue you have, because I will have to repeat that, is when men say.
Yes.
Okay, that's all I ask. Okay,
that's cool.
I don't use that word. I don't use the N word. That's just me.
What if a woman gives you permission to say that?
It's cultural.
Do women do that?
Relationship.
You can call me a bit. Does that happen?
In certain situations, they do.
It's cultural. I mean,
certain situations they do.
White women don't take so much offense to being called.
Oh, damn, you went there. I'm not.
I don't know.
Wait. I missed it because I was reading the comment. What'd you say?
Some white women don't take as much offense to being called a bitch, but if you call her a cunt, she's going.
Oh, that is true. That's true. No. Hold on.
I've never heard that.
No, I have. Yes. I mean, I've been on the. Doc. Listen, real quick.
I can't even.
I've dated white women. I've never heard them say.
I've called a many.
Hey,
you
call me that. That's it.
Hold on. I didn't call a many.
But don't call me that.
I didn't call a many white women a cunt, and they lose it.
Do we got any white women watching? I got to ask that. white women.
You gotta
I don't
really,
agree with
you gotta
this one.
emphasize the because you gotta do it like that.
Yeah.
And see how T just jumped back?
Are you playing?
I'm definitely not playing. Do you see how T just jumped back?
Are you playing?
That's what them white women do.
No,
oh my God.
No.
You wanted to call the law.
Dave, have you ever encountered anything like this?
Where's the microphone at?
Y'all know me. My mom.
Oh, that's Jano. Put her.
Oh, wait.
By my mom.
Jano, let's hear it. You put the poll. A bitch is a personality. A hoe is a woman that don't care about nothing.
Ooh.
My mom's watching this.
A bitch is just got a nasty fucking attitude. It's a personality trait.
You don't want to be around
bitch
that.
in general.
And guys, the reason why I wanted to discuss the topic because I found it because I have heard this and I've heard the different definitions. I'm like, who even? First of all, if you have a woman, I'm pretty sure this would never come out your mouth.
No.
But y'all
Now, let me ask you a question. Hold on, I'm gonna go here though.
Go ahead.
I would never call.
What about in a sexual act? If a woman asks you to call her that?
Oh yeah,
that's role play type of thing.
Okay,
That's different.
nothing wrong with that.
That's different.
Okay,
Yeah.
I was just asking. Gee, everything we say sexually restrained. What the?
I miss
You got a dungeon?
Damn, a dungeon.
Goodness. Shopkulture.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So that's the
so
reason why.
y'all been in, fellas. Y'all been in relationships where it's just like, God damn, this bitch right here is unbearable. Now there was a key.
I would never say that.
There's a Key and Peele sketch where they were like going over this, and I remember they were like, they wanted to call their chick a. They wanted to call her a bitch, but they had the sense not to. So what they would do is they would like go off somewhere and just like really just put the word out there to the point like right. There was like it got so serious where they were like in a tree just talking about it, and they were just like this bitch. You know what I'm saying? So okay, but has there ever been a situation though in past relationships where you're just like this bitch right here? Were you vocal about that, or did you keep that like? You know, in the mental. No, you've never come out and said that to a woman.
I've never called out.
No, man, you're not gonna do that.
Never.
You shouldn't do. No,
okay,
hell no.
Okay, all right.
Yeah,
I might have thought it. Never said.
I think I got slapped for thinking it. She's like, I know you're thinking something. She's like, you're thinking something, damn it.
Y'all have never been in those heated arguments where like y'all are hitting below the belt. It's never gotten to that point.
Man,
even in that instance.
Now when you say that word, bro, that's a dangerous. Okay. Have you?
Oh yeah, most definitely. Yeah, most definitely.
Yeah, you still alive to say it.
Yeah,
wow.
yeah. I don't do that anymore, but I have done that in the past. It's like, oh, we hitting below the belt. Well, I'm gonna see how low I can go too.
Yeah.
Like I don't even like
you riding.
I don't like you calling me out my name when you're arguing. I don't.
Right.
I don't even like you calling me the N word. No, I ain't a dude. I ain't your dude like that. No, we don't do that.
And it takes time to, be a man and reflect. Think back a little. Why are we having this disagreement?
But that's why we're having this conversation.
That's wisdom. Yeah. When you're in the heat of the moment, the way that I was in the past, I was
right. And now
it's like a
now
point
you're to the point of where you're shouting insults and you're throwing daggers at each other, and you haven't even touched the surface of the issue that got you to this point. So when people go into these arguments and disagreements, going for resolution. This is a person that you love. Do you want to hurt them? Do you want to win? If you win, that means they lose. Do you want to be with this person feeling hurt because they lost? No, you want to come to a resolution.
And that's why understanding the meaning behind words matters.
Right.
Because when you know the meaning, you act differently.
Right.
And yeah, man. No, you don't want to hurt your partner. So.
Right.
Because now you're apologizing for what you said during the disagreement.
And everything else is thrown out.
And the thing that you disagreed about got brushed under the rug.
Come on, let them know. Come on, doctor.
Now you're apologizing for the insults and the daggers that you threw because you were mad about something else.
Mm.
And he took it there and he ended the show.
So the general consensus is a bitch is just a woman with a sour attitude and somebody that you just do not want to be around at all. She's just an undesirable, if you will.
In a word you shouldn't use.
And they call them Karens.
Oh yeah, gotta do the Karen thing. And words you probably shouldn't use.
Right.
Be better.
One last question. Has there ever been a situation where you were dealing with a woman where you're just like, this is a tried and true bitch, but I'm gonna try to make it work. I'm gonna see if I can try to like make it work.
No, bro. What's going on?
I'm just asking.
No, when I have dated
Y'all
some.
have encountered plenty of women in your lives, I'm sure.
I have dated some, and when it comes to that, where that phrase comes across my mind, it's exit plan. It's an exit strategy from that point.
Same, David.
Yeah,
I know, B.
You don't want to know.
All right, cool. Hey, man, this was an awesome episode. Once again, Shop Culture, Tuesday nights, 8 p.m. live right here, Facebook, Shop Culture Live from the group, Barry's page. All of Doc's beloved loved ones, you're tuning in from his page. And
feel
of
my
course,
flow.
Right. And of course, we're gonna get your page locked in.
And women, do not show up to a man's house unexpected.
Okay, go into it real quick, just real quick, because you brought it up.
No,
go into it
that's
real quick.
it for right now. We'll talk about that later.
Real quick. Okay.
Yeah. Hey, real quick before we go, thank you guys so much for having me today. It's an amazing show.
For sure.
Being a part of the family. Shout out to all the Shop Culture fam.
You guys
Plug your platform.
Again, guys, Thanksgiving, November 27th. If you guys would like to help it out, hit me in my inbox, hit Barry in the inbox, or you guys can cash out Circle Work 24/7, 365.
Wait, is it Circle Work 24/7, 365?
Yep.
Then let me go ahead and correct that, because that's not
24/7, 365.
Is it Amber? It was Amber Thomas.
Amber Thomas, yeah.
I'm gonna go ahead and put that up there right now.
I'm sure she's watching. What's
Yes.
up, Amber?
Yes, Amber Thomas is.
And then throw that up in the group too, David.
Absolutely, I got you.
Circle Work 24.
27th. Is that a Saturday?
Sunday,
Sunday.
It's 24, 365?
24/7,
24/7,
365.
365. All right. Here we go.
Yeah, it's just on.
I might get with you and come out, donate some time,
Absolutely.
see how I can contribute.
All right, that's the Cash App, y'all. Go ahead, and I'm gonna leave that up for a hot minute.
365.
365.
Oh shit. 365, y'all. Circle Work, Cash App, Circle Work 247 365. I'm over here doing the most.
365.
Or we can just wait and he can put the link there.
Or yeah, that too. Like you know what? He's gonna put it up in the group, and we'll pin it to the.
We'll
to
put
the
it on
group,
there. Yeah.
So that way you guys can definitely like donate and
Absolutely appreciate you.
Right.
And guys, real quickly, man, we want to appreciate the support on the platform. It's been real cool, man. So
yeah,
appreciate y'all.
it's been this one
Okay,
was
and just before we leave, just respect and dignity is paramount. I just want to tell y'all, everybody has some form of love in your life. And just remember, love is a verb. It's an action word. It's not what you say, it's what you do.
and you got to be what? Consistent.
And
With
don't show up at somebody's house. Sorry.
B, you must got something you want to talk about, because this is the
You
second
want to
time
talk
you
about
done
it
said
so
this shit.
bad. You've been talking
Not
about
yet.
it so
Not yet.
bad.
Like, is it bad for a woman to just show up and pull up on you? Is it bad?
I mean, wow.
T, I already knew where you was. I
We already know
had a
T-Sex.
feeling where you was gonna be at with it.
He would have a gun.
Message on
I don't even
Facebook.
I don't even want my family showing up
If
at my house
it
unannounced.
was a woman that I was dealing with, I don't think that I would mind. If it was somebody I was dealing with, but like, is it somebody you're dealing with, or is somebody that just came like blast from the past and just pulled
It's a
up on you?
blast from the
Because
past.
with that, then it's just like, what the fuck are you doing here? Like, how did you know where I live? How do you?
But if y'all carrying on conversations and y'all still talking that whoop de whoop and she just show up, then
Oh, right. You can't be that surprised.
With
can't be that
suitcases.
surprised.
B, which one is it? A or
Which
B?
one is it, B? Tell us about it. Everybody's
Lie to us.
Well, I'm trying to.
He trying to pass
Yeah.
something else.
Yeah.
Do we
Anyways, guys, we'll
Do we need to go to Ralph's in Tacoma? Do we need to go to cut to commercial? Yo, once again, you guys, Shop Culture Tuesday nights, 8 p.m. Appreciate y'all for tuning in. That's game. B, you got anything? Anybody else?
Man,
got
no,
anything?
we here.
All right.
You guys know.
Y'all
All right.
take care. Peace.
Come on.
Till and tune in to the Circle. When does that go down?
If you guys ever want to check out my podcast, Circle Talk, every Saturday. I'm obviously going to get these guys back in again. Me and Barry had to sit down once already, and we'll do it again real soon. But check out great people doing great things in the community all across the world every Saturday. Check it out if you guys aren't busy.
And then that information will be put up in the group as well. So check them out.
Yep, absolutely.
Hit them with a follow, subscribe, all that.
All right, thank you guys for the birthday wish. I really do.
Oh yeah, because this man, he up here, Lord of the Rings. No, I'm just playing.
Damn. Damn it.
It's wisdom. It's wisdom. It's wisdom. All right, y'all. Check out Ralph. He up next.
Ralph.
That's game.
Hey, you. Yeah, you. Don't you deserve a newer vehicle for 2022? Go see Ralph at Max Auto Plus Tacoma. Good credit, bad credit, always with the lowest interest rates possible. Cars, trucks, SUVs, and everyone sees the Carfax. The best customer service ever. Log on to GoSeeRalph.com or call 253-230-1494. That's 253-230-1494. Oh, one more thing. Did you know you get $200 cash money if you bring Ralph a customer? What are you waiting on? Go see Ralph. Max Auto is located at 12918 Pacific Avenue, South Tacoma. Get up and go see Ralph.